Hello guys, welcome to yet another Satisfactory video. This is Marco and I have another video for the Blueprint series. Today we're gonna have universal 4 assembler setup to produce whatever part needs to be produced in assemblers. Uh, just to, quick mention there. My previous video about blueprints, I called it a cable setup, which was pretty much just 8 constructors, packed together. Um, so pretty much, I should probably call it a universal constructor blueprint. So there's going to be a link in the description in the corner if you want to see that video for the universal constructor setup. But now let's not waste any more time and let's load the assembler setup. There it is. Let's quickly load this. There we go. Yeah, this one is a big one. It's 4 by 3.5 and it's filling up that cube pretty nicely, as you can see. Um, so it's nothing really complicated. It's 4 assemblers that are just vertical. If you listen to Ada at the beginning of the game when she tells you to consider verticality, well, there it is. So how does this work? Uh, so let's say on this side, um, you have 2 uh, inputs. So of course you need 2 parts to feed every assembler. And the way I did it is I have 2 belts just so the elevators can fit nicely in there. We have a top belt, let's say for part 1, and a bottom belt for part 2. And you can feed this 2 different ways. You can do something like I have here, which is just put down 2 splitters. And let's say this is going to be your first input, this is going to be the second one, and you're just going to split each input between the bottom belt and then the top belt, right? And you can feed this that way. Or if you want to even increase the scale even more, what you can do is you can daisy chain several of those blueprints together and then have 2 dedicated belts for each part. And of course, you can have higher tier belts to produce even more parts. So this would be your, like 1 belt for part 1, 1 belt for part 1 again, and then belt for part 2 and belt for part 2. So this way you can, hook up 2, 3, 5, whatever amount of those blueprints, uh, depending on, of course, how much of parts you need. And so that's the input, and the outputs are fairly easy here. You have these 2 top ones merging here, and then the elevator sends parts here and merges with the other 2. So this here would be your output, and you can do whatever you want with this. Uh, yes. So like as you can see, this is fairly easy. I recently updated this blueprint, so I put like little things like a little screen that you can, put whatever here. Depends on what you're making. There's a power switch. There's a light switch to control all the lights. And this way you can easily hook this up, you know, customize it to whatever you want. And this is a pretty neat blueprint. It has the lights up top, so it looks pretty good at night. And now I think I can take you to uh, parts of the factory where this is actually running. So you can kind of see probably the old version of the blueprint and the new one. But it's, pretty much the same thing. So let's just transfer to those other spots. So yes, guys, this is the part of the factory in which I'm making the encased beams. As you can see, there are two blueprints uh, hooked up together here, and they are daisy chained. They're kind of facing each other. So as you can see, this looks a little different because that's the old version of this blueprint. But this is my main mm, input here. As you can see, this is this method where I have two splitters, the concrete and the beams come in, they split to two belts, and they feed the assemblers, and the beams come out this way. And I was super lazy, so what I did, I just extended this uh, over here. As you can see, the concrete and the beams are going this way. They split again to feed both belts, and then the ready beams come here, and they merge with the other output from here, and there you go. So yeah, you see the old version of the blueprint was more open, and there was no lights on it. Pretty, bare bones over here. But it works just the same. So, uh, you know, I don't know. I just like that open feel of machinery. I don't like closing things in the buildings too much. So this is it, yeah. And now let's check out the other place where we have the new version of the blueprint. So here we are, guys. This is part of the factory that I call the Silicon Valley. And over here I'm making most of the electronics. What I've got here is we have a setup for circuit boards, two on the right. It's color coded, that greenish color. And then on the left, that's the setup for the AI controllers. So these two, so this one and this one is the old version of the blueprint, and as you can see, it's even modified even more. It's got like a little roof over here and a little customized room uh, for the belts. And this last one is the new version, of the blueprint. So, I got them hooked up together. There's like this little door here. You can come in and, see the belts, check out, what's over here. The belts are running. It's spaghetti, so, best to cover it up. Cover up what you don't want people to see, right? Same thing over here. Just a little different, and of course the color coding helps a lot. You have belts going in, belts going out, and this blueprint is the newer version. But also, it's modified with this cover up here in the back. There's the storage. I guess I'm making more of the. I guess I hope I'm making more of the circuit boards. Yep, a little more. I like to have a lot of storage because just the way I play the game, I take my time. So if I build something and at the beginning I don't use too much of it, it's just being stored, and then you expand, and you have time uh, to expand your other stuff before you run out, of that more basic part. So yeah, that's pretty much how it looks like here, guys. You can make it all nice and neat if you want to, and this way it's just a lot better. So yeah, I guess this is it for this video. And next video, I'm gonna have some more new blueprints for you. So yeah, please like, comment, let me know what you think. What would you do different? How do you solve the, uh, mass production issues in your factory? What's your philosophy? And I wish you a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.